turnovers by Farabello. He has 3. They're +1 now already in this game.
His former team will play in the second game. He's a transfer from TCU. And Cryer has not missed. Largest lead of the game here for Creighton. His first shot, making points.
Creighton is a capable three-point shooting team. We're a fort in the Big East in three-point shooting.
John Luna was getting into his team and getting into our sideline reporter Andy Katz to keep up with him too.
If you notice on that last possession, Baylor changed the matchup and put Jalen.
That's the best move in basketball, in my opinion. The pump fake. You cannot defend that, especially if you can shoot it.
Baylor's going to have to improve on their defense.
Lipsy gets it to go. You know how hard it is to start in this league as a freshman and play 30 minutes a night. Think of what he's accomplished this year.
Jonathan Chamba-Chachua. And a give off Bonner to George. Kalsher right up on him. To the corner. And Cryer drills one. Turnovers. So defense into offense. And there's the drought for Baylor, closing it on 3 minutes without a field goal. Good look inside. Bridges. And one. Jalen Bridges.
Obviously, transition D critical for the Cyclones because Baylor will shoot the quick 3. Now Bridges from the wings. You're allowed to have your hand on the rim of the net as long as the ball is not on the rim. It can be above the cylinder, but that was a close call.
Why is TJ running a 1-3-1 against Baylor's offense?
Because he just wants to continue to mix it up and he can't give these open shots up. That's the problem. You're just trying to...
Jerome Tang pleading his pace to Bert Smith. And we talked about the superlatives of these 2 point guards. Adam Flagler and Marquise Noel both have yet to score. But that is something...
Juan Harris, you can't just dare him to shoot. The Baylor defense just said go ahead, and he took advantage of it. But Kevin McCullough doing a nice job on Adam Flagler. He's right with him on those cuts.
And a chance for 3 now. A 9-0 West Virginia run. Three subs on the floor for Scott Drew, along with Flagler and George. Flagler, catch and release. And he gets it to go. Call that early. He is starting to really blossom. And all of a sudden, this West Virginia offense can't miss. 6 for their last 6. But Baylor has an answer, and that's a little more bouncy than Jimmy Bell, the guy they started at that big position. There's Jalen Bridges. The reigning Big 12 player of the week. Chachua with the go steady diet of Wagee mid-range jump shots. Probably wasn't in the Baylor scouting report. 1 minute to go. Again, the ball is singing for the Bears on offense. And Cryer, I thought, caused a lot of problems in the second half of that first half. Baylor in white starts off with possession in the first half. Here's Keyonte George. Only 2 points for George, but 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Here's Cryer. Leads all scorers with 11. For a while there. He's just too talented. Yeah. He's only reached double digits in 1 of his last 5 Big 12 games. Bounce pass.
Camping, you will be in West Texas and Lubbock on Monday night.
Yes, I will. Chris Budden, John Shambi, and I. Texas absolutely blowing out West Virginia today. And as the season goes on, I think Rodney Terry continues to improve his chances to be the next coach at Texas.
Manuel Miller's still leading the Big 12 in field goal percentage. He's been 55, 56% coming in.
Damian Ball is working just to stay in front of this guy. He can't do it. Some really good players tonight. Also run the team, also score. And Micah Peavy, what can you say? Energizer Bunny Deluxe. Great defense tonight.
TCU shooting 55% from the field because 86% of their points have come in the paint. 38 of the 44 in the painted area. Flagler scores.
So good. He's so good in there.
Spot, they got it again. Again, forcing the baseline. Tough shot.
Pull-up doesn't go for Harmon.
And a save there for Baylor as Bridges was falling out of bounds. George waits for his teammates. Nice cutoff by Harmon. The jumper is bounce or drill it. 14 now for Davion Harmon. This is a 2-point game. First minute of play in the second half. George slated that. 7 points, 7 boards for Bridges.
Nice high-low and nice front.
Bacho gives it away. George flicks it ahead. What a catch! And a foul called. The pass was...
Took an extra step, finds Davis. This is kind of how the game started with some poor offensive decisions on either end.
Nice defense.
And it rolls home for Bridges. Into the corner. And Love answers. But both losses. Scott Drew wanted an offensive foul. And then Wilson misses the three. Here comes Baylor.
Baylor has shot makers in this game. Good screen roll down the middle of the floor to floor. He's been playing at National Player of the Year level. I think Zach Edey of Purdue is the clubhouse leader for that award, but right behind him, you'd put Jalen Wilson, maybe Brandon Miller of Alabama. And nobody's played better the last week or so than Jalen Wilson has played for Kansas.
And a three there from it's a Sunrise Christian, and Bill Self has one of the best young shooters in all college basketball.
Baylor running that wheel action where they have a couple of staggered screens in a row. Now got to switch.
Pryor.
Texas Tech in the home whites, Baylor in the road greens, and the Bears control the opening tip. The 145th meeting between these two teams from the Lone Star State. Here's George, one in green, gives it up to Jalen Bridges, first two of the game. Harmon to Pop. And a loose ball underneath, Baylor comes away with it. L.J. Cryer off the skip pass has the...
When Scott Drew brings L.J. Cryer back with the 3 fouls, I would think maybe under that 12-minute timeout, you give him a run, you trust him, he's a guard. Because he was on fire before he, obviously in that first half.
Ojanwuna, a rim run for the freshman.
5 on the shot clock. Anderson off the left side.
Guy who really has not shot it well, man. Nice pass.
And Jalen Bridges, who had a great night.
Court. Just haven't shot it well, Mark. Those 3 guards especially.
And John Michael Wright off with a 3, so their first 2 misses both come from the guard spot. Here's the impressive freshman, Keyonte George. Cryer, another 3. Catch and shoot 3 off the heel from John Michael Wright. Thamba outlets, and here comes Bridges. Flagler.
Can't be that far off.
This is when you rely. And that's a great pass.
With the hammer. 23 free throws. Flagler. Short. George saves it to Bridges. Count the basket. It's a goal tip.
Here comes Sills, all alone. Left it short.
Now, that's one of those shots as a basketball player. You just had a little bit too much time. If you shoot it in rhythm, it's good.
This is in rhythm from Flagler. It's a three with a foul.
Possessions. I feel like the referees have to call something. There's contact down there. You either have to make a call, block or charge. Past 2 possessions, we've seen a lot of contact.
Keyonte against Keyonte. Now Flagler against Masood. Firing. Good! Adam Flagler.
My man Brent Musburger is one. You know what I mean?
Even your friends in the desert are waiting?
Even my friends in the desert. What are we weighing? They're weighing 13.5 on the Frogs?
Last I saw, I think it was a 12.5 for Georgia. That's a big number.
That's a big number, man.
Here's Bridges for 3!
Because all of I'd say 80% of these games this year are going to be played at this intensity. I thought the first week of the season, Big 12 officials were caught by surprise. I believe they're the best in the country. It's hard to referee these games.
Pryor. Here's Robert Jones. Got blocked by the rim.
Oh, John Wooner did a good job. Nice pass.
Look at that pass.
That's what we're talking about. This kid's vision is...
There's Pierce Spencer with the ball on the perimeter. He's the guy that was on the floor trying to get that loose ball. Ball knocked away and stolen. Bears have steals on Nichols' first 2 possessions. Flagler, a runner. How in the world?
You know, that guy's normally a passer. Good play by him. Another really good guard with just jets to work on. 24th in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio is Thomas.
Bigston Love open for
35, highly skilled, but has played a little bit with a little bit of hesitation because he doesn't completely understand the game. When he gets it figured out, he is going to be tough.
Fun to watch. He just soaks up that coaching like a sponge. Oh, nice pass. Oh, that was Keyonte George.
Taking care of the ball.
Second free throw rolls off. No good. Ojanwuna allows Langston Love to get the rebound. Final 35 seconds of the half.
Wow.
Nice pass. Wow. Bears.
And you have to kick that one out. You can't go up against the 6'11", 6'10" guy down there.
Joshua Ojanwuna in the middle for the Bears. Gets the feed. One dribble to the rack, and he puts it in to Bridges. In the paint, goes to work. Spin, shot. No good. Loose ball tipped out to George.
Pass.
To the open man in the corner, and Cryer nailed.
And leaking out Bamba, but he missed the dunk. Great transition defense.
Loner hustled back and got a piece of that ball as Bamba went up. Nice pass.
Oh, John Luna with the fluff. And that the 11th ranked Baylor Bears are having their hands full with these Washington State Cougars, but this entire game is played within a 7-point window, Frank.
Yeah, no question. The tempo of the game has been in Washington State's favor. Nice play. Really good design. And right now, Drew's got a starting lineup back out on the court.
It's coming up on winning time. 6:40 to go. George, another feed inside.
How about his vision, Rich?
I mean, the Golden Eagles really handed it to Baylor. Baylor coaches just went back to work, came up with a game plan that led to a win over Gonzaga 4 days later. Jordan Turner on the floor, first time this season. Bonner rat-a-tats it in. In the hands of Daniel. Daniel, step back, shot no good. Bridges, a monster on the glass to start the game tonight.
Yeah, Bears really trying to spread the floor and get something in transition. There it is.
Wow, beautiful play. Opportunities there. Rebound Langston Love. And the Bears continue with a 7-point advantage. John Wooner, jumper in the paint.
2 baskets and as many possessions for Tarleton to start the second half. That's exactly what they needed. Again, just trying to stay within striking distance, keep Baylor's lead manageable. Good start.
Thamba back to George, right back to Thamba. Nice assist, Thamba with a
career high.
Baylor 2 of 3 on 3-pointers here in the second half. Keyonte George, down to Langston Love. Yeah, no.
Ever.
Don't take it for granted. Don't get complacent about that. Appreciate what's going on here under Scott Drew. Selected to the Texas Sports Hall of Fame in their most recent class. He'll be inducted April 15th of 2023. Isn't that great? Love it with Coach Drew, and a guy that deserves everything good that comes his way. Nice feed. Oh.
Timmy up top, he'll go set up down to the paint. Julian Strother has it taken away. LJ Cryer has George up ahead. Back to Loner, in for 2. Short, George with a rebound. Has Cryer to the side. Good bounce pass to LJ Cryer. His first 2 of the night.
Little token pressure in the backcourt. There's show a little duress under that. Flagler, Cryer play catch outside the arc. Now to Keyonte George. Into the corner. Cryer for 3. Oh, he's hit another one.
With penetrating, they were able to take their time. Now I feel like they're slowly starting to force things. They're in a rush. And that's when this Baylor team can start speeding you up and cause a lot of problems.
The lob from Keyonte George to Thamba. He muscles it in.
Focus. You have to lock back in because it's not the same level, the same caliber of game.
There's forced a Hail Mary 3-pointer there. They come away with the ball. Baylor leading by 3. There's the alley-oop. Keyonte into the corner. 3 by Massey. Is an air ball. Keyonte George takes it out of the air. Nice pass to Bonner.
Calling for it on the block, guarded by Thamba. Thamba got the deflection, and here's the steal for Baylor. George has numbers, throwing it up top, throwing it down. Caleb Loner. Oh, George, man down. Bailey, but he gets his pocket picked. Cryer on the breakout, looking for the help. Extra pass to Ojanuna.
Stepped up over their whole careers, obviously, but you can yell at them.
George short on the 3. Here's Bridges with an offensive rebound.
Neither one of those guys is going to cower to Nick getting on their butts. They're used to it.
Cross-court pass. LJ Cryer. Another. They're going to figure out who their go-to guys are in the lineup.
That's why you play this type of competition. You know, those early games give you confidence when you beat a Monmouth or Norfolk State. Nice pass. That's goaltending.
That is goaltending, guys. It's going to be Cryer, George, and Bonner running the outside. The guards on the floor for Baylor. Up top! Loner throwing it down. Stanford at Maples Pavilion.
Scott Drew is trying to get Keyonte George out with those 4 fouls, but the missed free throw keeps him in the game.
6 minutes to play here in Las Vegas. Virginia trailed by 3 at the half. Here's George splitting the defense, passing the corner to Flagler, and Baylor's off.
Front for Baylor. Give you the starters for Northern Colorado in a moment. Tip controlled by Baylor, and this game is underway in the Farrell Center. Northern Colorado out of a Big Sky Conference. Bonner's on the floor for the Bears. Keyonte George back out there. Cryer gets a break. Baylor on a 10-0 run. Northern Colorado has missed their last 4 shots from the floor. Flagler underneath, comes all the way back outside.
Way to keep his dribble alive right there.
Shot clock winding down, and he knocks down.
On the side, they want to trap you on one side so you don't get to the other side of the court, which makes you only play on half of the court, which shrinks everything. Good pass.
Wow, how about Keyonte George up the floor? Big man Theo Hughes, the 7-footer, back out there. And another steal. Keyonte George from behind. Ahead to Love. He'll lay it in.
15. But, I mean, he's not going to be able to say that this game. But, you know, he would love to be able to brag a little bit and be able to have that upper hand. Oh, good pass.
Nice pass. What a beauty. Northern Colorado team lost to Montana State in the Big Sky tournament last year. Championship game. So they were 40 minutes away from making the NCAA tournament.
For that team as they go on to play over the next week or so, UCLA and Houston.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that schedule?
At UCLA coming up on Monday. All right, back to play. Caleb Lohner is on for the Bears out of Flower Mound, a transfer from BYU.
Free throw here makes it 6 with 3:19 to go. Baylor led by as many as 15 in the first half. And right now, it's a ball game.
34-28 lead cut to 6. Pass to George, nearly stolen. Nice pass to Zach.
Ball game to get out of the gate here in the second, 2 minutes in.
Here's Flagler for 3 in the right corner. Joe Bryant quiets the crowd momentarily. Snaps that 8-0 scoring run by the Bears. Bears have hit 4 in a row. Crowd starting to get into it here in the second half. Friday night in Waco. Keyonte, the lob down low for Thamba for the Bears. Yeah, that game a year ago, the final was 85-49. Bears really pulled away in the second half. There's Cryer. And he does. Just under 5 minutes to play. 13-point game here in the Farrell Center. Shooting percentages at this point in the game almost dead even. 48% for Norfolk State, 49% for Baylor. Around the perimeter, George, head fake. Nice pass to Bridges. Shot up.
Defend as well. Really good example there. Another good example there.
Wow.
Caused the turnover, and off to the races goes George.
The alley-oop. Scott Drew is an assistant coach here. Coach Tang now the head coach at Kansas State, and we wish him nothing but the best except for the 2 or maybe 3 games K-State takes on Baylor. Boy, that's exciting to see him get the reins of his own program, though, isn't it?
You know, it's really a remarkable thing because we know how hard he's worked. We know how much time he's put in, and you can guarantee that one. Good defense.
Whoa, look at that. Took it away. That's Keyonte George on the defensive end. How about that play?
That's the buy-in I was talking about. The strides that he has made on the defensive end. As we see the great defensive play leads.
Because that trio of guards obviously led Baylor to a national championship. They were so dynamic. Davion Mitchell, National Defensive Player of the Year also. Another 3. There's Cryer getting in on the act. And you'd say in the program as a junior.
You know, I think Zach can be huge for this team. And the reason why is you talk about the lack of depth in the front court. And with Josh being a freshman, he's going to have his ups and downs. Some days good, some days bad. But Zach has to be consistent. He's been here long enough to where consistency's in there.
And he's nobody's backup right now, so.
I'm about to say, you can't even use the word backup is disrespectful now.
That quick release there by George. Langston Love chases down the rebound. Football Bears host Kansas State this Saturday and TCU next Saturday. There's a bucket by Loveday and a foul. Mississippi Valley State. Under 4 minutes to play, first half. Strong rebound on the miss by Keyonte George. George spots the open man. It's Bridges for 3, and he nails it from the right corner.
And everywhere. He's a very humble, down-to-earth kid, and I know his father. His father can hoop. His father dropped 40 on the Thunder in the preseason.
Oh,
you know, his father can still get buckets. If you ask his father,
whoa,
that's a perfect example of what he does right there. He can really pass, see the floor. But if you ask his father.